HCTV Sports is supported by the Spool House. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs.
Making the play.
He gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's Morgan. It's over. Save. Oh my God!
Did you see that?
Great diving play.
He's hit a touchdown. Hastings Raiders win the ball game.
Hello everyone and welcome to Hastings High School as we get set for a softball matchup here between the Prescott Cardinals and the Hastings Raiders here on HCTV. Prescott Cardinals come into this one with a record of 13-5. The Hastings Raiders with a record of 7-11 as we get a shotgun start here into the opening pitch here between these two Cross River rivals. Solid contact there from Hildebrand as that finds its way into shallow center field. And first pitch, first on base here for the Cardinals as we take a look at the batting order here. There was Hildebrand, the shortstop, leading off. Thane and Patak, the 2 and 3 spot. Tally Roth getting clean up there behind the plate. Unser, Patno, Try, Kellogg, and Holub rounding out the lineup here for the visiting Cardinals.
Call it radio-wise for a minute because I'm having issues.
0-1 count here, faces Thane. Second called strike here. Bratton, Sophie Bratton on the mound here for the Hastings Raiders. Check that, that was a ball on the pitch before. That foul tip makes the count 1-2. Beautiful day here for game here in Hastings. I have about 68 degrees here, partly cloudy. A little better than some of those early season games we sometimes see from this field. This one low, nearly in the dirt, evens the count here at 2 apiece. So Hildebrand, the leadoff hitter, on first. Bratton's pitch, high, makes a full count here. Shallow infielders here for Hastings at first and third. Pivotal early pitch here, and they're going to say that it was a walk here for Thane. Hildebrand is looking to steal second. She'll just advance automatically. So now runners on first and second here for the Cardinals. Start of some early adversity here for Hastings. Still no outs here. Solid swing and a miss there from the number 3 hitter, starting in left field, Grace Patak. Foul tip off of Bratton's pitch. Sails back into the parking lot. 0-2 count here facing Patak. And a swing and a miss. That's going to be the first strikeout of the evening for Bratton. And there's a look at that strikeout right there. Perfectly placed pitch there from the Raiders pitcher. Ball away in the dirt. First pitch there to the catcher, Tally Roth. Strike to even the count here at 1 apiece to the left-handed hitter. Solid contact, loops into left center field. That's going to allow 1 run to score here for Prescott, and that's going to be an RBI single for Tally Roth. And there's a great angle there on the replay. You can see tremendous follow through and just perfectly placed there, as that gives the Cardinals an early lead here. So that was the leadoff hitter Hildebrand scoring on that single. So the runners will remain here on first and second as Quinn Unser, the first baseman, up to bat here for Prescott. First pitch ball here for Unser. Now solid swing and a miss there. Evens count back here at 1 apiece. Sun starting to peek out here from Raiders Field. Don't think it'll be too much of a impact on the batters like it is during some of these later games. There's some weak contact up the middle. Could be a double play here. Try to get the force out at third as that careens off right in front of the Raiders bench. Now that's going to make it bases loaded. Actually, they're going to give the runner at third home, so that's going to score a run here for Prescott as Thane scores. So once again, we'll have 2 runners on, this time both in scoring position. 2-0 lead here early on in the first inning. Still only 1 out here for the Hastings Raiders. And we'll get a time called here from one of the Raiders' manager to talk it over with the pitcher Bratton and some of the infielders here. Great early start here for the visiting Prescott Cardinals. Obviously a hotly contested border battle anytime these 2 teams play each other, certainly in softball. And one of the Raiders coaches talking it over with a couple of the umpires here. Can't quite hear what they're talking about over at the third baseline. And must have been something relating to the runners, because they're going to move the runners back from both being in scoring position to a runner on second and a runner on first, and they're actually going to take back the run because they're going to put Izzy Thane back on third, so the bases will be loaded here. Now a 1-0 lead for Prescott. Still only 1 out, 1-1 the count here to Avaya Patnode. Left-handed hitter now at the plate here for Prescott. Ball down low. They're going to say that's just out of the strike zone. 2-1 count. And a strike down the middle here. Should have made the count 2-2. Might be an error there on the scoreboard. Another pitch on the outside. They're going to say it's 2-1 here to Patnode. Bases loaded here for the Cardinals. That one a little high and away. Now a batter's count here, 3-1 to Patnode. A walk brings in a run. And good contact off of Bratton. That one goes right over the left dugout here, so that's going to make it a full count here for Patnode. And a weak pop-up right back to Bratton. And easy out here for Hastings, much needed. That'll make it 2 outs here in the top of the first. Still facing a 1-0 deficit here. Bases loaded now for number 27, Peyton Try. As we take a look at the Raiders defense, Allen, Leos, and Gessner in the outfield. Watts, Robinson, Solberg, and Carlson round out the infield. Bratton, the pitcher, and Hauschild behind the plate for the Raiders. And a first pitch called ball here against the designated player, Peyton Try. Another one down low. Good patience here from the number 7 hitter. And they're going to say that one's just a little bit on the outside. So a 3-0 count here facing Sophie Bratton, trying to get out of a pinch here in the top of the first. Patience and a strike called against Try. Count still certainly in the favor here of the Cardinals batter. And a big whiff right there makes it a full count. The Raiders with a chance to get out of the pickle here. And strand 3 runners on. Ever pivotal full count pitch here. And that'll be tipped off back into the cage. So we'll run it back here for part 2. Another extremely important pitch here in the early goings. And yet another foul tip. That one off over into the field. So the 7 hitter here for Prescott making good contact here, fighting off the advances here from Bratton. Once again, a full count pitch and a strikeout for Sophie Bratton, her second of the inning, and that gets the Raiders out of a bind here early against the Cardinals. Great pitch there from Bratton. 1-0 lead for Prescott over Hastings here on HCTV Sports. And back at it here from Hastings Field. Take a look at the batting order here for the Hastings Raiders. Leading off, shortstop Leighton Robinson, Delaney Solberg, the second baseman in the 2 spot, Lily Watts, the third baseman in the 3 spot, and Ella Hauschild batting in the cleanup spot. Carlson Gessner, Leos Allen, and Evelyn Duffy rounding out the lineup here for Hastings. Sitting in a good spot here, all things considered, after that top of the first. And there's Hastings Athletic Director Trent Hansen and Chad Fikema, the basketball coach, out there somewhere in center field watching this game. Watching the Raiders and Sophie Bratton get out of the early pinch there. So all things considered, a solid recovery from Hastings, as we'll see what they can do here in the bottom of the first. High pitch there from Ella Visger, who gets the start here for the Cardinals on the road. (13-5) Prescott team. As look at that one, popped up, and it'll land right on the dugout roof there. 1-2 count facing Robinson. It's a very successful Prescott team this year, dominant at home, 9-2 at home, as we get some good contact left center field, popped up and put out there from Kellogg. And here's the Cardinal defense. You saw Kellogg there making the out in center field, Patak in left, Patnode in right field, Thane, Hildebrand, Holub, and Unser round out the infield. And Visger getting the start. Roth behind the plate here for Prescott. That one too high. 2-0 count here for Delaney Solberg in the 2 spot here for the Raiders. Patient approach here for Solberg at the plate here in the early goings. And she'll draw the walk. So we'll have a runner on here for Hastings. A lot of runners on base here in the first inning for both teams. And now Lily Watts at the plate here for Hastings, getting the start at third base. Solberg drawing the attention of Roth, certainly liable to get a stolen base here. Something to keep our eye on here at this at-bat, as that one's going to be on the inside. Early 2-0 count here against Watts. Another pitch out of the strike zone here, so a 3-0 count here. And first strike of this at-bat falls in for Visger on the inside part of the plate. Watts, a chopper to the hot corner, over to first. And out number 1 here for Prescott. Advances the runner Robinson to second base. Or excuse me, Solberg to second base. So now hitting cleanup here for Hastings, Ella Hauschild. Runner in scoring position. Dangerous runner in scoring position. Raiders looking to tie this one up here. Hard pitch on the outside part of the plate there. Down low, another chopper to third. Hauschild on base. Solberg heading home, and she'll score. And we'll tie this one up here at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the first. And here's a look on the replay. There you see, very similar to the chopper there from Watts. That one just squeezes right between the third baseman and the shortstop and results in an early run here for Hastings. So now the first baseman, Ella Carlson, at the plate here, feigns a bunt. Hard pitch, just a few inches in front of Carlson. Feigns a bunt yet again, hits a hard ball to the shortstop, and a easy out, and that'll end the inning here for Hastings. They strand a runner there on first, but managed to tie the game up here at 1 apiece heading into the top of the second.
He gets the pin.
What a move, what a goal! Oh, and a shot scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's moving. It's over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
Gone. Touchdown Raiders!
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
And we're back here for the start of the second inning here. Eventful start to this border battle here. You got to throw out the records when these two teams play each other. 1 run apiece in the first inning. We'll see how these teams fare as we kick off the top of the second here. Aubrey Kellogg at the plate here for Prescott. Heading out in center field in the the bottom of the first inning. Pitch high and away here. 2-0 count here facing Kellogg. Pitch down low. Make that a 3-0 count on that last pitch. So we'll get a walk here to start the inning for Kellogg. So just like they started the top of the first with their first batter reaching on base, they'll start the top of the second here with their initial batter on base. A bunt. Draws in Watts. No throw to first, the throw to second. is not in time, so no outs here in the top of the second, but quickly a runner on first and second. Take a look at the replay there. There you see wasn't much of a play to be had at first. Tried to throw it out to second to hit Kellogg. So that was Kennedy Holub with the bunt. So now we're back to the top of the order here for Prescott. First pitch ball here against Hildebrand. She singled to start this one on the very first pitch of the game. Ball down low in the dirt. Both runners advancing. And both runners safe after the throw to third and Watts. So now the Raiders finding themselves in another pickle here to start the top of an inning. Runners in scoring position here. Ball down low in the dirt. Wind picking up here at a dust devil out there near second base. Pitch down low, right in the middle. Foul tip off of the bat of Thane. Prescott looking to regain the lead here, 1-1 count. And a strike down the middle for Bratton, gets ahead in the count here. Bratton looking for her third strikeout here. And she'll get it, a swing and a miss there from Thane. So that'll help the Raiders' case here a little bit. Certainly makes the double play to end the inning here possible. Number 3 hitter Patak at the plate here for the Cardinals. Foul tip. Evens the count here at 1 apiece. Raiders defense looking to work their way out of a pinch here. And another strike, or maybe even a foul tip there. Hard to see just how that one played out. Either way, a 1-2 count facing Patak, who struck out in her first appearance in the top of the first. And that one a little too high from Bratton. 2-2 count. Bratton's pitch, good contact, but that one's gonna lean foul. Nearly closed in by the the right fielder Gessner. So Patak working the count here. Still 2-2. Bratton's offering, clips the corner of the plate there, and that's going to be strikeout number 4. And more importantly, that's going to be out number 2. Here in the top of the second, base is still loaded here for Prescott as Tally Roth takes the plate here. Roth was leaning over the plate there. Ball number 1. Roth makes contact, sends that one out of the field of play. Prescott managing to make pretty regular contact against Bratton, but it's been a lot of foul balls, a lot of foul tips here. And that one, another foul ball. Off just past the stanchion. So Bratton ahead in the count here. She's fared pretty well in these first 2 innings when she's ahead in the count. Looking to close out the inning here with no damage. Pitch a little high, and that's going to make it a full count here. Yet another pivotal at bat here in the early going. Another pivotal offering. A walk here would obviously draw in a run. And they're going to say that was just a bit on the outside there. There you see on the replay, probably a fair call. And another foul ball. That one caught by a fan out there. Now, if this was banana ball, we might be out of this inning here. But either way, the at-bat will continue here. Battle between Bratton and the number 4 hitter, Roth. Roth, solid contact, slips past Solberg. 1 run will score. Throw into the plate, not in time, and a 2-run single here for Tally Roth. Gives Prescott the lead. So the Raiders, they found themselves in that early hole. They were working their way out of it. Prescott made them pay there on a full count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Now we still have 2 runners on base here for Prescott as Quinn Unser steps up to the plate here. First pitch ball. Unser in her first appearance had an RBI single. Sure she'd love to drive in some more runs here. Hildebrand, the runner at second, threatening. .2-0 batters count here for the Cardinals. Hefty swing. A smile there from Unser after that one. 2-1 count. And thought about swinging on that one. Wise decision not to. 3-1 count now here for the number 5 hitter. call that a strike. Full count here. Facing Unser. That one was pretty on the inside there. You be the judge. Chance to get out of the inning here for Hastings. Yet another foul tip offering here from Prescott. Full count here for Bratton. And a swing. They're going to say that is strike 3. So another strikeout here for Bratton. Make that 5 in the first 2 innings, but not after 2 runs scored here for Prescott in the top of the second. 3-1 lead here for the visitors on HCTV.
The United Heroes League mainly uses sports as a bridge to help military families stay active and engaged in their communities. We have over 40 professional teams that partner with us for free tickets and camps. We provide access to free sporting equipment.
UHL has provided us with a lot of equipment and a lot of gear that is otherwise sometimes hard to attain.
It's really cool. I get all this free stuff, and it's because of my great dad, who is a veteran.
UHL has been a great supporter, not just for our family, but for all the military families.
We're excited to see what the future holds. We can't wait to see where it goes.
And back to action here from Hastings High School. 3-1 lead for Prescott over Hastings as we take a look at the Middle Border Conference where Prescott resides. 7-5 conference record. Obviously a stellar 13-5 overall record. Finds themselves right in the middle of the pack there. Got a couple of recent losses to Baldwin, Woodville, and Somerset and Altoona, 2 good teams ahead of Reagan Hooverman's alma mater, St. Croix Central. Still a few more games here to close out the 2026 campaign. And then obviously the postseason. So we'll have a first pitch strike here from Visger on Lila Gessner, the right fielder at the plate here. Faking a couple of bunts. Now an early 0-2 count. And that one up and away. Gessner back in the box. Fakes a bunt, a hard hit into shallow left field. And we'll get a leadoff single here for Hastings. Take another look at that here on the replay. And there you can see the Raiders, they've been making solid contact down the third base side of the field here. First at bat, and now we'll have runners on the corner. There you see Raiders making some solid contact here, trying to recoup this 2-run deficit here. Evelyn Duffy, the number 9 hitter, at the plate, and we'll have a stolen base there because nobody was paying much attention to Sammy Allen just sort of sneaking down the baseline there. So now no outs here. Now it's Prescott who finds themselves in a pickle. 2 runners in scoring position. And a strike here against Duffy. And a ball. 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for Sophie Bratton. Still awaiting the first strikeout here for Visger. The Raiders, a handful of ground outs, 3 ground outs to be specific, and a fly out in the bottom of the first. But they are making some good contact here. 2-1 count. Excuse me, 3-1 count. Now facing Duffy. Chance to load the bases. And a great eye. Takes the walk. And now the bases are loaded here for the leadoff hitter, Leighton Robinson. She flew out in her first at-bat. Gotta think very reasonably a hit to anywhere in the outfield would tie this one up here at 3 apiece. Obviously an inning-ending double play, certainly a possibility. Hard contact up the middle. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Runner at first goes to third. Throw back to first, not in time, and that's going to be a 2-run single for Leighton Robinson. That's going to tie this one up at 3 apiece. Got an extended look here on the replay. Just great contact, almost like a golf swing, and that scores 2 runs here for Hastings. Still only 1 out. Runner on the corners here for Solberg. Takes a first pitch strike. The runner just crawling up to second base. So that's another uncontested stolen base that the Raiders have taken. So now instead of runners on the corner, it's runners on third and second. Solberg walked in her first appearance. Tried to bunt at a ball there down near the plate. Raiders scoring 1 run in the first, 2 runs here in the second. Looking to add a couple of more here. Solberg behind in the count here. Patient approach, lets that one fly away. Raiders still threatening here. Slow pitch on the inside there, so now quickly the count evened up here at 2 apiece. Goldberg thought about taking a swing there, but that's 3 consecutive balls. And she certainly would love to draw her second consecutive walk here. Takes a hard swing at that one, gets past the shortstop. 1 run scores, another run coming in, and that's going to be a 2-run double there for Solberg. So that's 4 runs batted in the last 2 batters here for Hastings. As you take a look at the replay there, they're just making tremendous contact here against Ella Visger. And that ball is going to get out of the reach of the catcher, so that's going to be an advanced runner here. That's Solberg going to third. So now the only runner on base here for Hastings on third. Still only one out here. Watts, the batter. So we'll have a brief mound visit here for Prescott. Eventful half of an inning here for Hastings. 4 runs thus far have scored. A run has been scored in every half inning thus far. I know we're only 2 innings in, but some great action here. This high octane offering. Watts hits that straight to Thane. The throw might have been in time, but the catch no good, and that's going to drive in a run. So an RBI single there for Watts. And yeah, there you see, certainly would have been in time if Unser could hold on to that one. So now a 6-3 lead. A runner on first here for the cleanup hitter, Ella Hauschild. Hauschild makes some good contact. That one, tough to see from our angle, but stays in the field of play. So that's going to be a single here for Hauschild. So I believe we'll have a pinch runner here, or excuse me, a courtesy runner. So we'll have a courtesy runner at first in place of Hauschild. A high towering pop-up going to be caught there from Hildebrand. And that's a much needed out here for Prescott. That was Carlson at the plate, who's made good contact tonight, but just had a ground out and a fly out. So just hasn't quite fallen in. So now 2 outs here facing Hastings. 2 runners on base. Strike here against Lila Gessner. She had a single, earlier in this inning. She was the leadoff hitter to start the bottom of the second here. Gessner, solid contact, but caught by Thane, so that's going to end the inning here after a 5-run explosion here for the Hastings Raiders, regaining the lead, 6-3 lead here as we enter the top of the third here on HCTV.
I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us, but try to understand me more and I'll try to do the same. But you have excuses because you're old. So it's okay.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
Todd's in the hospital.
From vaping, promise you won't vape, Emma.
not cool.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Back to action here from Hastings High School as we look to start the top of the third. A 6-3 lead for the Hastings Raiders over the Prescott Cardinals here in this border battle. Sophie Bratton on the mound here, got the start for this one. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. As we get a first pitch ball here for via Patnode, the right fielder at the plate. Ball down and away. 2-0 a hole here for Bratton. Patnode with a thumper there to left field and an easy put out there for Allen. So one of the easier starts here for Hastings to start an inning, and that's saying something. Both of the leadoff runners in the top of the first, top of the second reached for Prescott, so they're already ahead of the curve here with that fly out. Now the number 7 hitter, Peyton Try, at the plate here for Prescott. Ball rolling in the dirt there from Bratton. Try makes contact. Shallow right center is Leos. Flies in, makes the out. So a couple of good defensive plays here from some Raiders outfielders. Makes it quickly 2 outs here in the top of the third. Aubrey Kellogg now the batter here for Prescott. She drew a walk in her first plate appearance. Foul tip. One count. And catches the inside of the plate there. Now Bratton ahead in the count, where she's done so much damage here this evening. Looking to get out of this inning, not allowing a single run. And some contact, gonna drop right in front of Leos, right over the shoulder there of Robinson, and so we'll have a runner on here. Second time on base for Kellogg. And now the number 9 hitter, Holub, at the plate here for the Cardinals. foul ball. That one off over towards the parking lot. And another foul ball, that one considerably lower. Take a look at that replay there. Always real dangerous to be standing in that doorway there, as we've seen throughout the years. Ball down low. And there we see people wising up, not standing. Oh, well, jinxed that one, but you can tell the seasoned teams that come in here because they don't stand in there. And a great diving catch there for the first baseman, Carlson. And that's going to be the end of the top of the third. So a painless top of the third there for Hastings. First time we've had a half inning with no runs scored. Still a 6-3 lead here for Hastings over Prescott on HCTV.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Over the Prescott Cardinals as we look to start the bottom of the third inning. Last time the Raiders were at the plate, it was a 5-run explosion. So we'll see if they can keep the momentum going here and try to extend the lead against their crosstown rivals. Looking to get their first win since May 4th. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Lost to Two Rivers, Woodbury, Hill Murray, and Rosemount. But you'd never know that from how they're playing here this evening. Behind a great performance from Sophie Bratton, 5 strikeouts in this game, and certainly they're making great contact offensively as we have Jordan Leos at the plate. So now Sammy Allen to bat here for Hastings. Takes a first pitch ball. And a single last inning. Another heater there, called for a strike. Allen with the pop-up directly over the shortstop Hildebrand for out number 2. So 2 outs, no runners on for the number 9 hitter, Evelyn Duffy. Duffy feigning a running bunt there. Another ball, 2-0 count. And Duffy draws a walk. Her second walk of the game. Showcasing that great plate vision. And we will have a mound visit here for Prescott. Still a 6-3 lead here for Hastings as we take a look at the Metro East Conference. There you can see Hastings 5-6 in the conference, 7-11 overall, right smack dab in the middle between Simley and South St. Paul, but a pretty contested conference. Nobody really running away with it. Sure, you got your top dogs like Hill Murray and Two Rivers, but pretty competitive conference this year. So we'll take a break here following this pitching change. 6-3 lead here, bottom of the third here on HCTV.
He gets the pin. What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's moving. It's over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
One touchdown, Raiders!
So back to action here following the pitching change. It's going to put Grace Patak on the mound here for Prescott. A swing, attempt at a stolen base. Good here for Hastings. Makes their third or fourth stolen base here in this one. First contested stolen base here. Robinson chops that one foul. 0-2 count here for Robinson. Great contact down the right center field gap. That's going to score one. Robinson, stand up double. And that's going to be a 1 RBI double, her third RBI of the game. Extends the lead here to 7-3. And that one just perfectly placed, nearly rolls all the way back to the outfield wall. So now Solberg at the plate, a runner on second, 2 outs here. Solberg with great plate discipline, great vision as well. Walked in her first at-bat, had a 2-run double her last time at the plate. That one past the second baseman. Gonna be a play at the plate. And another run scores here for Hastings. And that's going to be an RBI single. That's going to be Solberg's third RBI of the game. Lead continues to grow here for Hastings. That one just sort of chops its way into right field. So whether it's Visger or whether it's Patak, the Raiders finding some success here offensively. That's Watts at the plate, and she'll fly out to right field and Pat Node. So 2 more runs scoring this inning. It's an 8-3 lead for Hastings over Prescott here on HCTV.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Here from Hastings High School, 8-3 lead for the Raiders over the Cardinals as we approach the midway point of this one. Great showing from the fans here this afternoon for this border battle. So we'll start off here with the leadoff hitter, Caden Hildebrand, at the plate here for Prescott. Sophie Bratton still on the mound here for Hastings. We had a pitching change in the last half inning for the Cardinals. Michaela Johnson coming in for Visger, subbing in for Visger, but it was Patak, excuse me, on the mound for the Cardinals. Hildebrand lofts that one up. Couldn't quite be put away there from Solberg. So we'll have a leadoff runner on here for Prescott. Great angle there from our cameras out there in left field. Tough play defensively. We'll be like Peter. We'll be generous and give that a single. That one, foul offering there from Izzy Thane. It's been a great performance thus far here for Hastings. This was obviously a great Cardinals team. You look at their record, 13-5, but they're on a 2-game winning streak. Had a 14-4 victory over Ellsworth as we get contact there. Easily put away from Leos in center field. But they had a 14-4 lead after a 8-9 loss to Ellsworth. They played a home and away back-to-back against Ellsworth, and they're coming off of a 13-0 win over Fall Creek on the 9th. Contact there from Patak to right field and put away from Gessner. So now 2 outs here for Prescott. A runner on first. Tally Roth, the cleanup hitter at the plate, had a 2-run single earlier in this one. Hits that right to the first baseman, Carlson, and that's how the top of the 4th comes to a conclusion. 2 consecutive scoreless innings here for this Prescott offense. 8-3 lead for the Raiders over Prescott here on HCTV.
Today, 4 Minnesotans lost their lives from fentanyl poisoning.
And 4 more will tomorrow.
Fentanyl
Painless
is the number
inning.
one killer of 18 to 45-year-olds.
It's killing more and more 12 to 17-year-olds. They're people we care about.
Like my brother.
My sister.
My best friend. We have the power to make a difference in our community. Join us in the fight against the fentanyl crisis.
Back for the start of the bottom of the 4th here. Raiders due at the plate as everybody's having fun out here, whether you're watching the game or whether you're a dog. Everybody's having a great time. Perfect day for a game of softball. Perfect day for really anything. Certainly perfect day to be a fan of Raiders softball here. All these fans coming out to watch the game. Treated to quite a game thus far. Strikeout unless I missed something, but they will get an easy ground out there off of the arm of Holub. That's the fun part about softball. Have to figure out all the defensive changes as they happen throughout the game. Like I said earlier, Michaela Johnson subbing into the game somewhere in the field. Wild pitch here for the Cardinals. Carlson at the plate for the 3rd time. Has made good contact tonight, but a ground out and a fly out is all there is to show thus far. Swing there from Carlson makes the count 1-2. Cracking foul ball. So we'll have a little break here for a new armband for Carlson. Something happened there on that last sequence. Back to the box here, 1-2 count. And hard contact over to Hildebrand. Throw to first in time for out number 2. So now 2 outs. No runners on here in the bottom of the 4th. Prescott with a chance to hold Hastings to a scoreless inning, which they have yet to do in this one. 1 run in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 in the 3rd. Gessner at the plate here for Hastings. Feigned a bunt, strike called there against Gessner. And the ball extends the count. Another hard contact here for Hastings. Throw to first. It is in time, but could not be fielded there from Unser. Second or third time that's happened here in this one, so Gessner will reach first. And there you see, it would have been in time, but the throw a little too low, and Unser had to try to extend to get that one. So now we're runner on here for the Raiders, and Jordan Leos at the plate. Got a ground out in the second and a fly out in the third. Low offering there from Patak. A 3-0 hole here for the Prescott pitcher. Stays patient, takes a strike, throw to first. Not in time. Now a 3-1 count here to the center fielder. The chopper to Hildebrand. Throw to first is in time. Close play, and that's how this inning is going to end for the Raiders. So a scoreless inning. First time Prescott has held him to that one. Still an 8-3 lead here. Raiders over the Cardinals.
Some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me because I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
So now the Raiders set to take the field here, top of the fifth. Holding on to an 8-3 lead here over Prescott Cardinals here in Border Battle 2026. Prescott at one point in this game had a 3-1 lead, but it's been 7 unanswered runs for Hastings, as the Cardinals certainly have their work cut out for them here. Hard contact on the first pitch, put out by the right fielder Gessner. That was the first baseman Unser with the fly out. Now one out here. Top of the fifth for Avaya Patnode. Takes the first pitch in the dirt. Two and 0 count for the right fielder. And on a 3-0 count, we'll get the first strike there from Sophie Bratton. Has not recorded a strikeout in the last couple of innings. Some good contact there, splits the gap in left center. And we'll get a stand-up double there for Pat Node. Her first hit of the game. And we'll get another better look at it here on replay. And there you see just line drive sinker right there. So that's exactly what Prescott needs here if they're looking to mount a comeback. Certainly plenty of time left in this one, but they will have to have some urgency. So a runner now in scoring position for Peyton Try. Turns the shoulder, but they call that a strike. 0-2 count here for Try. Gets it over to the shortstop. And safe. Tried to get the lead runner, Pat Node. It was a close play, but they end up calling her safe, but had an easy out at first base. So the worst case scenario on that play for Hastings. Now a runner on first and second. So first pitch strike here for Aubrey Kellogg. Reached base in both of her plate appearances. Had a walk to start the game, a single, her second at bat, and we'll get an easy out here as we get the throw over to Carlson at first. Both runners will advance. So now two runners in scoring position here for Prescott. Foul tip there off the number 9 hitter, Kennedy Holub. As a single in this game. Looking to cut into the 5-run lead here for Hastings, which is held steady for an inning. Foul tip. So now an 0-2 count, a chance for Hastings to get out of this inning with no damage. Bratton looking for her first strikeout since the second inning, and she'll get it, make that number 6 for Bratton. And the 5-run lead will hold steady here for Hastings. Another good look on the replay, still an 8-3 lead for the Raiders over the Cardinals here on HCTV.
Who are we? We are artists. We are entertainers. We are storytellers. We are teachers. We keep you informed. We follow the action. Who are we? We are Hastings Community TV.
Back to action here from Hastings High School. Still an 8-3 lead here for the Raiders over the Cardinals as we take a look at the Section 3-4A standings. And there you can see the Raiders at the bottom. A 1-5 section record, 7-11 on the season, but they do share some familiar company there with Egan and Burnsville there at 1-5, but section that's sort of all over the place. Park Wolfpack 1-0, undefeated in the section. At the top, 15-4 on the year. Always a team to look out for with softball and baseball. Obviously not a conference game here this evening, but still a meaningful game here for the Raiders and the Cardinals as well. Foul tip off the left fielder, Sammy Allen. Allen had a single in the second, makes contact there, sends that one over the cage. And some contact there, foul ball between the legs. So 0-2 count here against Allen. Makes contact this time fair. Scooped up by the third baseman. Throw to first in time. Good defensive play there from Thane. So 1 out, no runners on. A bunt. That is a fair ball as the pitcher there trying to dive for that one. Runner's going to advance to second. Off of a very fluky play right there. Tough play. I don't know if that's if you could replicate that, but just a sky-high bunt right there, right off of the glove of Attack. Pushes it foul, but obviously because she touched it, it's in the field of play. So not your most conventional double, but we'll have a runner on second here, 1 out. That of course was Duffy at the plate, who's been quite the challenge for Prescott. 2 walks to start the game, and then that sort of bunt double right there, so a very successful evening for Duffy at the plate. Back around to the leadoff hitter here, Leighton Robinson. 4th time at the plate. She flew out in her first appearance, and then since then she's had a 2 RBI single and then an RBI double. Robinson watches the strike. Robinson asking the ump. The count is 2-1. Ball up and in, so now 3-1. Duffy on second. And she'll take the walk. 3 consecutive plate appearances. She's made base. So now a situation slowly starting to form here for Prescott, trying to come back in this one. 2 runners on, 1 out. For the number 2 hitter, Solberg, who's been just as successful at the plate as Robinson. She walked in her first appearance, had a 2 RBI double and then an RBI single as well. So Robinson and Solberg responsible for 6 of the 8 runs here for Hastings this evening. Solberg feigns a bunt. One the count here to Solberg. Down low in the dirt. Solberg takes another ball, 3-1. And Solberg will take her base. That's a walk for Solberg, a walk for Robinson. Little confusion there. So now the base is loaded here for Lily Watts. Couple of outs, but had a RBI single a couple of at-bats ago. Watts, thudding contact, put away. Out number 2, but a run will score here for Hastings as Duffy crosses the plate. So second RBI there for Watts on the evening. Runner on first and third here for Hastings. Hauschild the batter. Runner goes. Wisely no throw here for Prescott. So now runners on the corner turns into 2 runners in scoring position. Foul tip. Another ball down low here against Hauschild. Attack looking to close out the inning here. Another solid contact. At least 1 run will score. They send the second runner. No throw to the plate. Throw to first. Over the top. Bounces back to the first baseman. So that's going to be a 2 RBI single here for Ella Hauschild. Take another look at the replay there. You can see just put in the sweet spot of the field. Not even a throw home. Probably would have been too late anyways. But the lead continuing to grow here for Hastings. 11-3 lead now for Hastings. No courtesy runner for Hauschild this time, so only a runner on first here for Carlson. Made contact on all 3 of her outs, and unfortunately she'll make it on another as sort of a check swing there. Ends up making contact, so that's going to be the end of the 5th inning. Another offensive explosion here for Hastings. 11-3 lead over Prescott here on HCTV.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business. So support HCTV today! Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
So back to action here, top of the 6th, as the Raiders look to get their first victory since a 5-1 win over Tartan on the 4th, looking to break a 4-game losing streak and well on their way to doing that. An 11-3 lead here after a 3-run explosion there in the bottom of the 5th. Had a bit of a lull there in the 4th, a scoreless 4th for both teams, and now some more runs on the board here for Hastings, looking to put this one out of reach. Just 2 more innings to go. Bratton still the pitcher, Hildebrand the leadoff batter here. Another ball here for Hildebrand. Hildebrand with a big swing there, makes the count 2-1. Another ball in the dirt, 3-1 count here for the shortstop. And a strike on the inside part of the plate. Full count here to the leadoff hitter. And a walk drawn there from Hildebrand. Runner on first here for Prescott. Top of the 6th, no outs. 4th plate appearance here for Izzy Thane. One count here for Thane. Strike on the inside. Now 1-2 the count here. Hard contact there as that goes foul into our blind spot. A little bit of everything for Thane here tonight. A walk, a strikeout, and a fly out in this one. And another foul ball here. One and two the count. Bratton looking for strikeout number 7. Chopper there into right field. Runner will advance to third. So runners on the corner. First hit of the evening for Thane. Here's another look at that looper on replay. So no outs here. Runners on the corner. Big swing there from Patak. Throw to third. They're going to say not in time. Well, we'll probably get a better look here on the replay. And yeah, certainly safe on that one. Had the arm extended down. Another foul ball. Sort of been the common calling card here for Prescott. After the first couple of innings, they've made some contact, but a lot of foul ball offerings. There's some great contact there to left field. 1 run will score. That'll be an RBI single there for Batak. So now a 11-4 lead here for Hastings. First run scored for Prescott since the second. Sizable swing there from Roth. Roth had the 2 RBI single in the second. Ball on the outside. Now Roth hits that, and it was put out. So a great catch made there from Robinson. Here's a better angle. We're sort of blocked by the dugout here, but a lot of movement required for that one, so that's much needed here for the Raiders. So that'll bring up Quinn Unser to the plate here for Prescott. Ball gets away, and both runners will advance. Now both in scoring position. The count here to Unser. Foul tip. Rattles the cage. Say that's just a little low. 2-1 count here, 1 out. Raiders only 5 outs away from securing the victory here. Good contact, caught by the right fielder, Gessner. And that potentially saved 2 runs if that would have dropped down. Likely would be looking at a 11-6 ball game here. But a good job there from Gessner tracking the ball. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. Pat Node, the batter, had a double earlier in this game. Watches a first pitch ball. Good eye there. Now 2-0 count. Patnode with a chipper over to Carlson, and Carlson with the easy put out there. So only one run scoring here for Prescott. They're going to need a little more than that. 11-4 lead for the Raiders. 3 outs away from securing the victory here in this border battle.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Hi, I'm Ryan Blake.
Todd's in the hospital.
From vaping. Promise you won't vape, Emma.
Not cool.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Well, back here in Hastings, it's an 11-4 lead for the Raiders over the Cardinals. Bottom of the 6th here, the Raiders looking to snap their 4-game losing streak. Win this border battle over a battle-hardened Prescott team. Certainly has been putting a beating on some of those Wisconsin teams in their recent schedule, but if you're a Raiders fan, you got to be pleased with this performance here. 1 run scored last inning for Prescott. Like we said, 3 outs away from closing this out. We'll see if the Raiders can add any more insurance runs here in this half inning. Up 7. Patak, still the pitcher here for Prescott, came in relief of Ella Visger. Gessner pops that up and put away from the first baseman Unser. Gessner had a good defensive play, might have saved 2 runs in the last half inning. So now 1 quick out here in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll get a substitution here for Hastings. So Jordan Leos will sub out of this one in favor of Brooke Myers, who's now at the plate. Hard contact in her first pitch. Quick strike in there against Myers. Pitcher-friendly count here. And hard contact, foul tip, off into the cage. And a called strike 3 there against Myers. By my count, I believe that might be the first strikeout of the game for Prescott. Unless I missed something in the scorekeeping, which is more than possible. So now 2 outs here. As Allen is at the plate, had a single in her first appearance. Couple of outs in the last 2. Called strike in there against Allen. And up and in. 3-1 the count here to Allen. And a strike called. Full count. Now to the number 8 hitter. And a second strikeout of the inning here for the Cardinals. That puts the Raiders away. Hastings Raiders 1 inning away from winning this one, 11-4 lead in the Border Battle 2026.
But here is the difference for the class of 1990.
We went from Mile High Eagles to Allen Pegg.
I know you're all excited about Y2K. You could lose power or party like it's 1999.
Hastings High School has been graduating seniors since the first commencement of the 87. Congratulations, class of 2023. Go Raiders!
Funding for community TV is in rapid decline, and HCTV will not survive without your help. Let your local representatives know that you support community TV. To learn more, visit savecommunitytv.com.
And we're back. And we're back here in Hastings, just 3 outs away from a monumental victory here for the Raiders over the Cardinals. Been quite the exciting game, quite the exciting start to the game. Prescott was up in this one at 1.31. Then a 5-run second inning explosion for Hastings really propelled them forward in this one, looking to get win number 8 on the season. Peyton Try, the batter here, looking to get a rally going right back to Bratton for out number 1. It's Bratton to Carlson. And there's a look, pretty straightforward, right back to the pitcher, right over to first base. As this game rapidly comes to a close, feels like this is a good time to mention HCTV will have a boys lacrosse game versus St. Thomas tomorrow, which you're not going to want to miss. We'll also have a boys baseball game on Friday versus Simley, so this is just the start of a very fun week. If you're a Hastings Raiders fan. Aubrey Kellogg, the batter here for the Cardinals. Big swing there from Kellogg. Temperature starting to drop here in this one. Quite the marathon of a game here. Plenty of action as we hit the 2-hour mark here in this one. Look at a walk from Kellogg. That's going to be the second walk that she's drawn here this evening. This one popped straight up, put away from the catcher Hauschild for out number 2. It was Marin Zweifel who had subbed in for the Packers. So now 2 outs here. Top of the 7th, chance for the Raiders put this victory in the record books. Hildebrand at the plate for her 5th appearance here. Hildebrand gets that one foul. Bratton just 1 out away from a complete game here. Another ball down low. 3-2, I believe, is what the ump said the count is here. And a foul ball back behind the bleachers. It's a lively field here. Hildebrand hits that to the shortstop. Could not field it cleanly. That was Robinson, so the runner will reach first base here. So now 2 runners on, 2 outs. Izzy Thane, the batter here for the Cardinals. Cardinals trying to stay alive here in this one. Thane with a patient approach here at the plate. Runners on first and second. Three balls in a row here. Prescott looking to load up the bases here. And the first strike of the at-bat there for Bratton. foul ball over the visitors' dugout. Very quickly makes it a full count here. Hastings one pitch away from closing this one out. And good contact. Put out by the center fielder, and that's going to do it for this one. An 11-4 victory for the Hastings Raiders over the Prescott Cardinals here in this Border Battle 2026. The Raiders will end a 4-game losing streak. Prescott ends a 2-game winning streak. Hastings advances to 8-11 on the season. Prescott dropping to 13-6 following a great performance, a complete game from Sophie Bratton, and 3 RBIs from Delaney Solberg and Leighton Robinson. That's going to do it for us here. Special shout out to producer and director Hunter Pinkey, camera operators Tori Sellner and Max Slocum. I'm Owen Ely. Hastings Raiders win 11-4 here on HCTV Sports.